All right, guys, it is the end of the month. That means it is time to do a 30-day recap of the performance of this portfolio, both in terms of income generation and the price fluctuations benchmarked against the S&P 500. I've also been experimenting with a new portfolio tracker, so I want to show it off to you guys as well as gather some feedback on different features that could be added to this. But first, we have to quickly touch on the news that is moving the markets today, which is the downgrade of the US from a AAA to a AA plus rating. The reason cited for this is rising public debt, political polarization, and higher interest rates. And the impact this has on society as a whole is meaningful because it could make the national debt and the interest we pay on it more expensive, and that is dispersed over all of the taxpayer base. Just for context, in 2023, the interest on the national debt was 10% of total government spending, right behind national defense at 13% of the budget. And in terms of the trend line, it is definitely not in our favor. So this is a long-term chart of government expenditures, and this number has just been exploding exponentially. It is quite depressing. So far this year, the US government spent $4.81 trillion. So this ridiculous amount of debt that's trending in the wrong direction, combined with the political discourse in the United States, like the debt ceiling, that is why the credit rating for the US was lowered. And if the government doesn't soon get this under control, this downgrading rating is only going to make the problem that much worse. And that's the main reason why today the S&P is down 1.2%, the Nasdaq almost 2 full percentage points, and the VIX is up 15.79%. So there's always something to be worried about. Personally, I'm trying my best to take advantage of this spike in volatility by depositing another $1,000 to my Berkshire account. And at 3 p.m. today, that's going to go into XYLG, BST, Divo, and SCHD. As we saw right now, the S&P is down 1.2% for the day, and my portfolio today is down 1.37%, mostly due to the technology sector, which is having the most severe sell-off. VGT is my biggest holding, down 2.33% for the day. So technology has given up some of their gains, but if I go just year to date, it's okay. I'm still up 41%. But filtering by the last 1 month, my portfolio is slightly up 1.45% with just about $120 of earned dividends. The S&P, for comparison, over the past 1 month is up a very similar 1.52%. So that's good. We are right on target with this portfolio. You guys know that my main goal is to, as closely as possible, track the S&P 500. It's a fantastic index, but with a higher amount of recurring income. I really like the idea of building up a stream of passive income, not just trying to get this number to be as high as possible. Because you also have to remember that this number here, this gain, is unrealized. The only realized gain you have along the way is the cash dividends paid to you. So I think this portion of the return is very important. And the overall yield of this portfolio right now, if I go to it through this view, is 3.8%. Now I'm trying my best to track all of this performance in an Excel spreadsheet, and I just updated the figures for the month of July. So this is the $120 of dividends I just received. And compared to the previous couple of months, this is the lowest so far, except for January. I added this visual representation of the same data to help us see how the income grows over time, especially from year to year. So at a glance, we can see from 2021 to 2022, there was a massive gain in the amount of income this portfolio generated. And so far in 2023, the income is similar to last year, mostly because I haven't been contributing that much to the portfolio as the market has been racing up in value. And that's one of the main reasons why I showed you guys I'm taking advantage of this dip and I'm depositing an additional $1,000 today. But even though the income generation has been rather lackluster this year, the portfolio value has been anything but. We started the year with a balance of just under $45,000, and the end of July, it came in at $55,631. And again, here's a similar visual breakdown of this data, separating the years. You can clearly see how in 2021, it was a bull market, so we had pretty linear growth. 2022, the market went down, but I was depositing quite a bit of money, so my portfolio value remained pretty consistent. And so far this year, we've experienced a good amount of growth, and my portfolio is at the highest value ever. So that's the basic data of my portfolio. I have been experimenting with what other data to add. I'm quite fond of this one. So I broke down my dividend income in terms of how much I'm making per day as well as per hour. So this is relative to a 40-hour per week job. So in 2021, I made an average of $1.44 every day in dividends. And if that was a full-time job, it would equate to 25 cents per hour. We had massive growth the following year. So we jumped from $1.50 to nearly $5 per day in dividends and an hourly rate of almost $1. And I'm very excited to see what the numbers are going to be for 2023. So this is very motivational. I like this piece of data. Below that is a screenshot from Portfolio Visualizer. And here I stack up my portfolio against the S&P 500. If you guys know how to recreate this in Excel in a simple way that automatically pulls the data, definitely let me know, because this screenshot, it gets the job done, but it's not pretty. And then below that, I have the auto updating price info for my various investments. The idea behind this is at a glance, we can see if the price is in a dip or at a pretty elevated level. So that's another update on my dividend growth portfolio. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I appreciate a like, subscribing, and let me know in the comments, what piece of data statistic would you like to see added to my custom spreadsheet? Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.